YCS Rimini, the first YCS of the year. I'm here with Stephen from the USA.
Yes.
Whereabouts in the USA are you from?
New York City.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a place I know, which is fantastic. Okay, so we're going to talk to you a little bit about that last match. A lot of people in the chat were talking a lot about this, and you had some strong opinions as soon as I started talking about Abyss Dweller. So, yeah, just go ahead and tell us a little bit more. So, in that last situation, you knew that Federico had Trishula in his hand.
Yes.
And you had a little bit of an established board with some Exceed monsters. Tell us why you didn't make Abyss Dweller and you decided to go for the Emerald play.
Okay, so my logic was if I go Abyss Dweller and I stop the Mayor, it doesn't stop. He had 5 Jews left in deck, so I needed to dig for a trap because it was his last turn. So if he drew a Jew at all, he goes Summon Jew, Search Valk, and then I can't push for damage.
Yeah, that makes
but
sense.
if I draw a real trap, like a Phoenix Chain or a Breakthrough Skill, I Phoenix Chain the actual Send Jew or Phoenix Chain or Breakthrough Skill, anything, and then at that point, you know,
You're safe.
That's it, I'm safe.
Yeah,
then
exactly.
I could push for damage.
Yeah, because you had stuff to,
I had
with.
stuff. I wouldn't summon the Altair, that way I could attack with my other monsters, but I had a Vega and a ukulele and the Unalukai, whatever.
Unalukai, yes.
So I go Vega, ukulele, attack, or Castel, whatever he has. Or, There's a lot of
But you had a 101 left, or do you not play 101?
No, I don't play 101.
You know, but still, you had some stuff that you could have made an Exceed play.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So a lot of people were talking about that. Yeah. So that was great. So what is it like coming all the way from America to play in a European YCS? So do you play in YCSs over in America?
Sometimes, yeah. Usually I do.
Yeah. So what's the big differences? What's the big differences between the YCSs?
Well, I would have to say definitely the biggest difference is definitely communication, like the barrier, the language barrier. Like for example, earlier in my round 1, I played my round 1 opponent. And he was from Germany. He didn't speak English. He only spoke German. So it was kind of hard communicating. And it was game 3. He was playing Clifforts, and he had a Scout, a Monolith, 3 monsters on board, and 1 back row. And all I had was a Vega and an Altair.
Yep.
So I go Vega, activate effect. I go activate effect. He says yes, and then I go summon Altair, and then he Valors the Altair. And I say okay, and then I go to Exceed, and he says no. I said Valor the Vega. So it was like a miscommunication, I guess.
Yeah,
he said he didn't understand me.
Yeah, so I've played in YCSs here as well, and it's you do find that it's like obviously I play in my nationals as well, and I'm from the UK, so it's it's all English, and it's quite interesting to play, and it's quite a good thing to see all these different people all coming together and playing. But yeah, you are right. You do sometimes have these kind of moments where, sometimes you just miscommunicate a little bit, whether it's you or them, you just got to kind of understand, and that's just how it works. But yeah, you've obviously been doing that because you're all the way here now.
Yeah.
So so is there anything interesting about your deck list? Like one thing that I noticed straight away was these main decked anti-spell fragrances. Why did you decide to go with that?
All right, so the way I look at it is, for this deck, in my opinion, Necros is a difficult matchup, but Clifford is definitely such a difficult matchup. You know, they have loser turns, the Recreate, skill drain. So I figured I go anti-spell fragrance. They can't set pendulum zones, so how do they play their pendulums?
Exactly, yeah.
So that works against Clifford. Or Necros, which obviously, but I didn't really, I saw it game 1, but I saw it so late game 1, and then then he had the MST when I tried to play these back the cycle, so he couldn't activate it. Because it was at that point either I get trished or try to hit the cycle back to him, but he ended up having I did hit the cycle, but he ended up having the MST anyway.
Yeah.
But that's definitely the most unique thing about the deck list, the anti-spell fragrance.
Yeah, it's quite unique.
The reason why I'm playing that is because the people I came with from the UK, I came with 3 of my friends. 3 of my friends. And Carl Manigat, I think you might have heard the name. He plays over here a lot. He told me, hey, just main deck triple anti-spell fragrance. And I was like,
let's give it a go.
All right, let's give it a go.
Why not?
And it's done me very well. I won my first 4 round. I had to play my friend that I came here with in the 4th round.
You travel all this way just to play somebody.
It's crazy. Round 4.
With.
And I felt so bad because I go Unakalele, dump the Neb, set anti-spell fragrance, Phoenix Chain, Breakthrough Skill, Call the Haunted.
Wow.
So it was tough.
We were talking about, so I think it was the second game or the first game, I can't remember which one, but your opening play was Deneb set 4. Now that's like the most hated opening play ever, because we were talking a lot on stream to begin with about how, it's fine kind of playing with Necros into like 1 or 2 back rows, that's okay, because you can make some really good threatening plays, get rid of those, and then make the big damaging plays like Trishula. But you have 4 back rows.
I know.
That's a lot of cards.
And it was just ridiculous because what I was trying to do was I was trying to stop that Unicorn from coming to board because that Unicorn literally destroys the deck. I couldn't do anything.
Yep.
So he went activate Kaleido. I had to warning it, or I alpha'd it, one or the other. Then he goes activate Mirror because I know he's going to try to get the Unicorn on board, so I warning it. And then he has a Senju.
Yeah.
And then so I couldn't let the you cannot let the Unicorn hit the board.
Yeah,
That's the main problem.
but you got to admit that was a great move from Federico, saving the Senju all the way right until that moment where you'd kind of you'd I don't want to use the word wasted, but you know what I mean. He'd
I definitely used all my resources, but I had a feeling that he had the normal summon, so I felt like what he was going to do was he's going to Kaleido, summon the Unicorn, and then attack my Deneb so I can't alpha anything.
Yeah,
and then he goes Senju, and then I guess I can warning it, but at that point, you know, I don't have a monster, my alpha's dead, and then I get Trished. You know, he was just trying to fight through the back row. And he was definitely good that he didn't normal summon the monster in the beginning, because if he normal summoned it, I would have warninged it, and then I would have alpha'd the mirror, and then,
you want to warning a monster, ideally, because that's, like, the better play, just generally, because Telenova Alpha can't do that. So
and
it's
then,
just, overall better.
And then playing against Necros, it's such a mind game sometimes that, like, for example, I played against someone earlier. My first loss, it was someone from France. So he had 3 cards in hand, and I knew he had a Trishula. So he goes, he Brio pitch to grab Shrit, and he goes Cycle. And my only card in hand is the Neb, and I have a face down Call the Haunted. So when he activates Cycle, I activate Call the Haunted, targeting Vega, and then I summon Vega, and then he tribute shit to bring out Shrit to bring out Trish, and then I summon the Deneb, so I have no cards in hand, so he can't Trish me. But he dropped Valkyris, searched Klaus, then Klaus grabbed Mirror, and then Trished me because now I had a card in hand.
Nice.
So it's like, it's such a mind game. So with Federico, you know, when he activates Kaleido, I have to warning that.
Yeah, no, you definitely have to. Because if he has, like, Trishula, you just...
Exactly.
That's it.
And then when he activates Cycle, I had to alpha it because I don't want to get Trished, and then he had to send you on top of that. So at that point, he just had it all, and I couldn't really do much.
Yeah, so that was a fantastic game. I really enjoyed watching that. It was quite long. That must have been really taxing.
It was.
So what's your record now?
Now I'm X11. I'm 4-1-1.
Yeah, but that's still a good record.
I guess.
Yeah, it's a good record. So so that's about it for us. It's really good to see you over here. Right. Thanks for making the trip.
No problem.
Thanks for the interview. We're going to be right back with even more action from YCS Rimini. Catch you guys in a bit.